I am Renee Suhr, and officially I own two businesses. I'm with Stray Cat Studio, which many of you know, and Mycelia Development, which is a new company, and I'll get to that in a little bit. It said on the posters that I was here to talk about the business district, and I don't want to disappoint you if you've come to hear about the status of the whole business district. I'm going to refer you to the Business District Authority, but I would like to tell you a little bit about some exciting things that are coming to a couple blocks in Beaver Falls, and that's why the CDC asked me to come and talk a little bit about this project that's coming and is super obvious, and everybody wants to know what the heck is that green fence and why doesn't it ever change and move, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that tonight too. But I did want to tell you just, this is a view actually from the Innovation Hub, which I just think is gorgeous. We're going to have all these amazing views added to the city. But you can see our land there. I don't know if you can see Orem's Donuts, and there's a big hole, and that is, that's the land that we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay, so I'm going to be, well, and I should back up and say there's a lot of amazing things happening in Beaver Falls. In the business district. When I was chair several years ago, I'm trying to think, Rick, it was probably at least 2 years ago now, right? I think we had 12 businesses come in and stay. So sometimes people feel like they only see businesses leave, but there's plenty of businesses that kind of slide in under the radar, like our little Tiger Lily dress shop that just came over here. And you know, they come in, they sneak in, and they start business, and then they're up and running, and we only notice the ones we lose. So don't lose sight that we are always gaining new businesses, often businesses that come to stay and have really good business plans and are working well. But if you'd like to hear more about the businesses in general, the Business District Authority, the Beaver Falls Business District Authority is doing a great job. It's a team of volunteers who are also trying to run their own businesses and their families, and have a family, I mean. And so the fact that they actually do anything at all is amazing. They do events, they do the spring festival, the fall festival. They try to keep us all informed, and it's a big job. So maybe Rick, if you don't mind standing up and just letting us know. Yeah, give Rick a hand. And they could always use more volunteers or just people who are interested. They're doing a ton of stuff, and they really like to have you come to meetings, which are? Every other Tuesday. Every other Tuesday. Every other third Tuesday. So, you know what? Okay, I was going to say, you can feel free to pull out your phones. I'm not offended. Go to the Business District Authority website or on Facebook and just like them and find out their information. Stay informed. They're doing great stuff. Okay, so I would like to focus, though, on the 3 blocks that will be 1400 block, the 1500 block, and I believe the Tribune building dips into the 1600. So you can see on here the Neighborhood North, which I believe is the official name, Museum of Play, and these 3 dots. I know that's a little hard to see way in the back there, but the Innovation Hub will be 1 block up. I'm kind of turned around. Tribune is going to be here, right? So this is Neighborhood North, Museum of Play. And then actually we can go forward 1. She's the best slide of all the slides. Look at the color on there. We're the art business, but they have all this really fun color. I love this. Oh, go back 1. So Neighborhood North Museum of Play will be in the Tribune building when that's done. Okay, you can go forward. And then the Innovation Hub, which I know Mick mentioned, and he has a great photo of what is coming and what that's going to look like in the Angeles building that Helliset Contracting is doing, and what an amazing project. And that, Jen Cushman of Penn State, Beaver, who's doing that project, she and I like to say, we're kind of everything the others not doing. So they'll be doing all the business stuff, the entrepreneurial startups and teaching kitchens and maker spaces in terms of like technology. And so our building, which we'll get to in a minute, the Portobello building, is actually go back about 2 slides. In relation to it, you can see they're just like clump, clump, clump. So I think with the road that's coming in, I guess end of next year or end of this year will be finished, and then the Innovation Hub, And then Portobello building will break ground next March and be working on that for a year. And then the Neighborhood North Museum of Play will come probably in the next couple years. So I think people are going to say, what the heck happened to Beaver Falls? What did you guys do? What did you do as mayor? What did you do as city manager? The city council that's currently there is amazing, and the business district authority. And I need all of us to say, oh, no, 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 no. Those people are wonderful, and they're doing an amazing job. But this is a 20-year job. This is people like Jack Manning, who actually isn't contracted by our city anymore, who really laid some great groundwork for the business district. It's people who have been volunteering for the business district authority for years, people who have been on council for years, people who work in the office, like Paula, who have been for years laying the groundwork and making sure these things are ready to come. So that's one thing I'd actually like to say about the business district, is that one of the things I really enjoyed and learned in my time on the Business District Authority is that you don't just bring in businesses, they have a great business plan and they do well. It's like a garden. If you don't have that soil ready, you don't put good nutrients in, you don't loosen the soil, you don't even put in good plants, and then you expect stuff to grow, well, that stuff takes years. And so we've been doing that stuff for years and years and years. And so for Beaver Falls to finally have these moments of, oh my gosh, in the next 3 to 5 years, it's going to look like a completely different place because you all have taken your part. I think everyone stepped up to bat when they were called, and then maybe went and sat down again, and that's totally appropriate.